Hi everyone, this is Mohammed Shantou speaking. Welcome to this new episode. Today we are going to discover the passive voice. Let's get started. So first of all, let's learn when to use this passive voice. So we use it if we have that actor who is unknown. So we can say, the cave paintings of Lascaux were made in the Upper Old Stone Age. Second way is when we have the actor who is irrelevant, so we can say an experimental solar power plant will be built in the Australian desert. The third case is if we want to be vague about who is responsible, we can say mistakes were made. The fourth case is when we want to talk about a general truth, we can say rules are made to be broken. And finally, if we want to emphasize the person or the thing that is acted on, so we can say like insulin was first discovered in 1921 by researchers at the University of Toronto. Now let's learn how to construct this form. So we have the active structure and the passive structure in this table. If we compare the both structures, we can notice that in the active structure we have the subject followed by the verb and then the object. So we have Tom speaks English. In the passive structure we have first the object, then the verb, and finally the subject. So we have English is spoken by Tom. The same thing for the second sentence. The students wrote the lessons became the lesson was written by the students. And finally, my dad is reading a newspaper became a newspaper is being read by my father. Now let's move on to construct this form. So the general form is the verb to be plus the past participle form. So in the simple present, we have Layla feeds an animal will become an animal is fed by Layla. In the present continuous, Layla is feeding an animal becomes an animal is being fed by Layla. In the present perfect, Layla has fed an animal becomes an animal has been fed by Layla. In the simple past, Layla fed an animal becomes an animal was fed by Layla. In the past continuous, we have Layla was feeding an animal will become an animal was being fed by Layla. In the past perfect, Layla had fed an animal will become an animal had been fed by Layla. In the simple future, we have Layla will feed an animal will become an animal will be fed by Layla. In the future perfect, we have Layla will have fed an animal and it will become an animal will have been fed by Layla. And finally, if we have modal verbs like can, we can say Layla can feed an animal and it will become an animal can be fed by Layla. Thank you very much for your time and I wish you all the best, and as usual don't forget to visit our website for more information and extra exercises, and see you next time.